right, guys. The first thing I did when I came to E3, I walked up to our booth and I saw this gigantic tank waiting to kill somebody behind us. World of Tanks. I'm here with Victor. I guess my first question is, how did this project come about? What made you, in your mind, World of Tanks? I mean, it's just...
Well, number one, this is not huge, this is not gigantic, and this is not even a tank. This is a tank destroyer. This is what destroys tanks.
This is what destroys tanks.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Yeah, well, answering your question, 4 years ago we were making an MMO because everyone was making an MMO.
Yeah.
And for the first 12 months it was Orcs and Elves MMO. What else could we do? We had been making tank games, strategy games for the last 10 years before that. So yeah, why not making MMOs about tanks?
I'm interested in tanks. I like things blowing up. How much do I have to know about military strategy, and tanks in general, if I'm just a person that just wants to blow shit up effectively?
I don't know much about tanks from the historical perspective. I don't know all those parameters in real life.
Right.
You don't know those either.
Right.
So the game is tailored in a way that the balance between historical accuracy and fun to play wins, right?
Right.
So this one, the fun part wins.
Right.
You don't have to be a tank buff. It's all self-explanatory.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the gameplay itself. How does a typical round of World of Tanks start? I sit down and how does it work?
Well, first of all, there are session battles. Like you have a garage of tanks. Like you might have like 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 tanks. I myself have 40, like 42, 43. You pick up a tank, you stuff it with components, some expendables like better fuel, like some ammunition, armor piercing, and you just press the button which says battle, which basically brings you into the randomly created battle of 30 people. Each of those 30 guys has their own tanks, and two teams are balanced from a couple of thousand waiting to be playing right now.
Right.
The battle starts. A random map is picked up by the system, and you find yourself among other 15 guys. All right, you have 15 seconds to talk to those guys, to chat, and to figure out your strategy for the upcoming 5 or 10 minutes.
Right.
And you just go. Basically, it's a Counter-Strike round.
Very cool. How many tanks are in the game right now?
It's closing to 150. At the end of the day, there's going to be 300 or 400 different tank types.
Holy shit. So,
yeah.
What are you guys showing off here at E3? You guys have playable demos?
We are running live.
Live
So,
right now.
the game is free to play.
Right.
So at this show, E3, apart from rolling out a couple of tanks, like one here, 2 outside, we have this individual championship, which works like this. Anyone can come, stay in line for a couple of minutes, sit at one of those 24 computers, pick up any tank, equip it like in any fashion, put the best of the best equipment, play a couple of battles with any tank, and the experience you got during those 10-15 minutes is written down in your ticket. At the end of the day, we see who got the most experience points, and the first place would be a computer, like gamer laptop, Origin. The second would be iPad 2. Like everybody gives away iPads too from time to time, so we also are one of those guys. And third place is some gaming gear.
So you guys are way ahead of the curve. It's not just showing it off. You can compete live here on the game floor. Prizes, madness, tanks. I'm gonna throw it back to the live stream. You wanna climb inside? Is that a good idea?
It is possible to climb inside, but you have to talk to that German officer, I guess.
All right, we're gonna try to overpower a German officer. Back to you guys.